Yo, what's good with you, my fellas? I hope you're doing good, man. You know, I keep praising God and incline your ear as you're about to hear these things coming from me. I know you got things going on in your life, but you definitely have to make it a priority. You have to make it a top priority, especially if you want to trod in the right way. You have to talk to God, you know, and believe in His ways. He's there staring at you, trying to see if you're that person you say you are, assessing you. If He gives you those things you want, you can definitely handle those things. So you're constantly on a battle, and above all, you definitely have to appreciate God and what He has done for you. I'm giving you a hack, and already you are there. So you just have to perfect yourself and perfect the skills, your skill set, etc. and stuff. But you know what, man? We just out here when we live in, fellas. We're living and we're living it real. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to this channel, I would definitely appreciate that. I would appreciate if you also spread the message. Like, subscribe, share, and let's talk more, fellas. Let's talk, you know what I'm saying, fellas. But you read the topic, and you have to understand this, that the more you tune in to yourself, tapping into reality, you realize that life happens for you and not to you. Now, before I tell you what happens, because I'm sure that's what you want to hear, you first have to know yourself. Know yourself, fellas. We ain't out here playing games and stuff, fellas, but we're actually taking turns, we're shooting our shots, and fellas, we're just hoping that things work out in the end, We're just hoping that things work out in the end. Bro, I don't wanna lie to you, I had to record two videos. I had to record two footages, today. And somehow the camera was just, messing up everything. Messed up the first project, and to record again, it messed up the second project. I was frustrated at first, but because you'd have recorded those long videos, those 15-minute videos. I'm sure the first one was a 15-minute video, and the second one was a 10-minute video. You only just to find that the footages are not playing, So I had to freshen up a bit, drink some water, and tap into reality and tell myself it happened, At least you definitely have something to say. And that's the reason why you have to be afraid as a man. Not afraid in a bad way, but in a good way. Because as a man, it's definitely the right thing to do if you're always in trouble. Being in trouble is not wrong. But however, not finding ways to get out of that trouble, cleaning your mess, etc., getting that bag, doing the things you have to do regardless of how you're feeling. Those are the roles, those are the duties you have to do as a man. You know what I'm saying, fellas? Those are the duties you have to do as a man. So where am I getting these things? I'm getting these things from experience. Nothing else. Nowhere else. God has actually given me this free will, this life to live. And I appreciate it and give it back to God. This channel is dedicated for people like me, people like you, who definitely want to make a change in their lives, in our lives. You know what I'm saying, fellas? So you have to understand this, understand the way you cope. You have to know your, coping mechanisms, how you operate, how you can handle this kind of pressure, how you can, tolerate these things. And we're not out here, tolerating no bullshit, by the way. We're out here tolerating no bullshit, by the way. What am I saying by that? I hate it when people come, especially into my life, trying to assume their importance, trying to make them feel special, and they're just saying, stop whatever you're doing and pay attention to me. I am putting too much pressure, fellas, but all I'm just saying is I have to do the things I have to do. I'm prioritizing myself here. I can be fixing someone's mess first, and not fixing my own mess. I have to fix my own mess first. Then, if I'm okay, if I'm good, then I can attend to that someone. Especially if you're not family, if you're not a friend I share ideas with, or you just don't bring any value in my life. Why the guts of you coming and trying to, portray your importance in my life? All I do is just slide, fellas. I got no energy. I got no time, to talk about these things, this bullshit. These are bullshit things, fellas. And we can't be bullshitting about these things. And I'm not about drama. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about me. I realize that. And that's why I have to keep pushing. And that's why I have to keep telling you these things, fellas. Man up, own up to the words you say. Ain't nothing wrong, with you being yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You being yourself is actually something good, fellas. You're actually appreciating what God has done for you. Because He's the greatest, fellas. We can do anything, we can talk about anything, fellas, but if you don't appreciate that, the oxygen, the environment you're in right now, everything that's surrounding you is for a better good, then you have a problem. That's where you start to appreciate God. You appreciate Him for the things that's surrounding you, The greatest blessing is that you woke up today and you're breathing and you're alive, and before you start complaining, at least thank God for that. A new day, new opportunity. You know what I'm saying, fellas? But I see a lot of fellas out there, they just doubt themselves and they feel like they need validation from people. Come on, fellas. And this time, you're still wanting people's validation. Don't get me wrong. I see, people taking pictures and posting on IG. You're trying to look good on social media, but in the inside, you're running away from reality. I'm not saying posting pictures on social media is wrong. Don't get me wrong there. Don't get me wrong. But all I'm saying is you're focusing on the wrong things. You're focusing on the next filter. You're focusing on the next outfit. You're focusing on things that take you away, that push you away from your purpose. Bro, you're on this earth for a reason. If you didn't know, let me just highlight this for you. Remember, life happens for you. This message probably is for you. You're on this earth for a reason. You know yourself. You know what you want. You know what you want. I can't be out here telling you what to do. You know yourself. And there are guys out there who are still in so much trouble because they don't know how to architect their life. They don't know how to root their own destiny. You're in trouble, my friend. If you can't do that, then you're in trouble. You have to separate yourself from 99% of the world that thinks in a wicked way, that thinks in a stupendous way, that thinks in a way that doesn't make sense. I think I've put them in the right words, the right order, the right way. Become yourself, fellas, and everything will be okay. Literally everything will be okay. That's when you start to realize these things. Now, what happens when you realize this? You start to get wisdom. You start to get knowledge and understanding. Without one thing out of those three, bro, the equation is not enough. The equation is definitely not enough. Because when God blesses you, He makes sure that He anoints or He pours everything on you. So that's when your cup starts to overrun with blessings. Just because you're appreciating what God is actually doing for you in your life. If I can look back, if I can reminisce back, I know I'm going forward, but I can only connect the dots, reminiscing back, going back and visiting, going back in time and trying to understand what, God has actually done for me. And next year, 2025, I'll be turning 25 years, and that marks 5 years when I said enough is enough. I want to start improving myself. So I started this self-improvement journey when in 2020. That's when I started to take it serious. That's when I actually took a U-turn and started saying I have to do this no matter how I feel, and nobody's coming to save me. Now, next year, I'll actually be saying I have a YouTube channel, and I've grown so, audience, and I'm actually doing the right things. And by the way, I would have finished my school. This is my final year, and we always prosper because God is always there, and you need some little bit of confidence. You need a little bit some energy, some belief, soft belief in yourself that you can actually do it. I see a lot of fellas out there, they doubt themselves. They'll be like, I don't know if I'll graduate. I don't know. Things are just hard. While I'll be standing here unfazed, fellas, and saying I'll graduate. I told my mother I'm graduating, and you actually buying the clothes. You be there on my graduation. I told my brother that. I told each and everyone in the family, and I'm a man of my words, and I'll actually do that. On the same YouTube channel, I'll be posting the pictures of me wearing that. But that's not the point. Actually, life happens for me, and not to me. So fellas, always stay tuned. It doesn't matter where you are from. I'm in Zimbabwe right now, and I'm doing the things that have to be done. I'm a man, and as a man, I know I have to do my duties. I have to do what I have to do, regardless of what I'm feeling, fellas. That's where y'all get wrong. You feel like you can't do this, you live it. Finish whatever you start, fellas. Finish whatever you start, and yeah, just believe in yourself. Believe that things will happen, and believe that everything will be okay. I had to leave you fellas, but I definitely have to vamoose. I got things going on. But I'll show up, fellas. As I'm doing right now, I'm showing up. I might not show up every day as I did in the previous days because I'm handling some pressure. But I definitely find time to record these videos for you. And when you realize that life happens for you, you definitely get up, start working. You start appreciating God. You start appreciating everything that God has done for you. That's the most important thing, fellas. So let's get it, man. I'm out.